Good afternoon, everybody. This is a narrative on your slope art project. It will be due Friday, December 13th. If you can submit it earlier, even better. You will create a picture using lines and determine the slope of 10 lines within your drawing. That is our task. Again, you have 4 types of slopes: positive, negative, 0, undefined. 3 lines must be positive slopes. 3 lines must be negative slopes. And they must be different, so even if it's 2 different looking fractions, if it simplifies to the same fraction, it will not count as a different slope. And then, of course, 2 lines with 0 slope, those are 2 horizontal lines, and 2 lines with undefined slopes, those are vertical lines. You can have more than 10 lines in your picture. However, you just need to find the slope of 10 lines. Label each line on your picture 1 through 10. Find the slope of the lines in your picture and show all steps on how you computed the slope for each line on the back of this paper, which would be page 2. And of course, don't forget to color your picture. Now, you can create a rough draft on graph paper, and we gave you 2 sides. One side, which is page 3, that's one draft, but then your final draft needs to be on page 4. And then, of course, color in your picture. But again, be careful of symmetric pictures. Remember, we need different slopes. And more than 10 lines can help you produce even a more appealing picture. So ideas for pictures include college name, your name, a weather image, nature image, an animal, or a holiday image. Point breakdown is the following: 3 lines with 3 different slopes, 3 points. 3 lines with 3 different negative slopes, 3 more points. 2 lines with 2 0 slopes, 2 lines with 2 undefined slopes, 2 points apiece. Lines are labeled 1 through 10, that's 5. You correctly calculate the slope for each and every line, that's 10 possible points. You show all your work for each and every slope, that's another 10 points. And you colored your picture, that's 5 more points. So the grand total is 40 possible points for this project. Page 2, what you are doing is you're getting your ordered pairs, point 1, point 2, and then you work using the slope formula. Now, notice how your values are in parentheses. That is super important, especially when it comes to subtracting negative values. I will give you one example. So let's say we had a point -2, 3, and let's say 4, -9. So now, what you do, you take first x, -2, and then your second x, which is 4, and then you subtract those values first, and we get -2 minus 4, which is -6. And then for your y's, y3 and minus -9, that's your other y. But notice how you have a minus negative. So really the minus negative in the end becomes a plus 9. So you would have, your numerator would be 12 divided by -6, and the result is -2. So that's an example of listing your order pairs, using your work to calculate the slope, simplifying your results. Sorry for that. And you would repeat this process for 10 total slopes. Now remember, 2 of your slopes must be 0, so that's a horizontal line. Two of your slopes must be undefined. That's your vertical line. Again, use the front page for your rough draft. Use your back page for your final draft. So if need be, you can write rough draft and then final draft. And last but not least, we go to page 5. Here are some examples, positive and negative slopes. Again, be careful with your symmetric pictures. It's symmetric, they may not always give you the same exact slope, or you may get the same exact slope, I'm sorry. Symmetric pictures may give you the same exact slope. Non-symmetric will give you different slopes. And here is one more example. Looks like this is Olaf from Frozen. And plus Frozen 2 will be coming out. I think it's already out now. My fault. All right. Anyway, hope this helps. We'll talk about it a little more after the break. And I'll see you then. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.